I'm Busk Miller, and I'm the technical lead for Flexi Fetoscope. I work for Baylor College of Medicine providing fetal intervention at the Fetal Center at Texas Children's Hospital of North Austin. I'm part of a long tradition of fetal surgeons who try to borrow, MacGyver, and optimize other surgeons' instruments. We don't have a miniaturized smart endoscope for this surgical area, so my team and I decided to create one.
I'm Brian Burnett, a fetal surgery fellow in Houston, Texas, and the entrepreneurial lead on this team. It's been 3 decades since fetoscopy became the gold standard way to treat a small number of fetal conditions. Fetal surgeons are a tight knit crowd. We see each other at conferences and move around among other small centers in each global region. We've all been aching for better scopes, but they haven't come. A single supplier of fetoscopes worldwide hasn't developed anything new in years and has in fact pulled back on refurbishment and support in some countries. We came to ICOR because we knew if they weren't profiting from making better scopes, it would be tough for us to do so.
There are a few thousand fetoscopies in the US every year and a few others around the world. There's only a few hundred centers doing advanced fetal diagnosis and procedures, many of whom are not yet doing complex fetoscopy that requires our device. During our iCore program, we spoke with dozens of fetal surgeons in every quadrant of the world who, apart from a very few people, were just as hungry for the value adds we proposed as we thought they'd be.
In fetal surgery, the surgeon is very influential in what instruments are used. We learned that regulatory barriers, legislative requirements, and purchasing committees exist as filters for surgeons' influence. We knew a little about this from our own experience as surgeons in the US, but learned more from the FDA and European and South American colleagues during our interviews. We learned that a select few large pioneering fetal centers are key opinion leaders who disseminate research and practical patterns to smaller centers, chiefly in conferences, publications, and presentations like grand rounds. We also heard that varying levels of cost sensitivity throughout our interviews, with Europe being more cost sensitive than we expected.
And we started to feel like a startup wasn't as crazy an idea as it sounded. And now that the world needs and wants the value we add to fetal surgery, and we have the tools to discover the right price point, the right channels, and the right partners to improve fetal surgery for the next generation of children all around the world.